Hi guys, welcome back. I've got a bit of a book haul here for you. Just kind of gonna jump right into it. They're all, well, almost all, but the last one will be YA books of various natures here. I picked up first the Darkest Powers trilogy. This is The Summoning, book 1, and they're about a girl named Chloe Saunders. It says she used to have a pretty normal life, but that changed on the day she met her first ghost. She's locked up in Lyle House, a group home for troubled teens. And she finds out there's more to the home's teen residents than meets the eye. And she's working to uncover the dark secrets of Lyle House, or will its skeletons come back to haunt her? So that's a Summoning. And then book 2, we have The Awakening. And here it says she's a living science experiment. Not only can she see ghosts, but she was genetically altered by a sinister organization called the Edison Group. She's a teenage necromancer whose powers are out of control. And she can raise the dead without even trying. So that sounds pretty cool. And then, of course, I picked up book 3, The Reckoning. And here it says her life is not what she would call normal. First off, she can't figure out how she feels about a certain antisocial werewolf and his charming brother, who just happens to be a sorcerer. So it sounds like the series kind of has a lot thrown in there, and it sounds pretty cool. I know she's a really popular author, and I wanted to give that a try, so I was happy to get, all 3. Next off, I have this book I heard first off from Holly on the Bookgasmic channel. It's Warm Bodies by Isaac Marion. And she described it. It is a zombie romance book, which right there I thought, okay, never heard of that one before. And what's really cool is it's told from the zombies' point of view. So I'm really looking forward to reading this. She made it sound awesome, gave it really good reviews, and I really trust her judgment on books. It's a real thin one. It should be a pretty quick read, so I think I'm going to probably add that to my upcoming April reads. I mean, I don't think I've ever come across something told from the zombies' point of view, so that should be pretty cool. On the same zombie theme, I picked up book 3, The Dark and Hollow Places in the Forest and Hands and Teeth series. It's by Carrie Ryan. I have book 1, and now I have book 3. I have not yet picked up book 2, so as soon as I have them all together, I'll start reading that series. But again, that's been getting some good reviews, so I wanted to give that a shot. Then one more zombie book, because, I don't know, I was in the mood, I guess. You get that way. I got Rotten Ruin by, that's Jonathan Maberry. And talks about Benny, who's going to be joining the family business of whacking zombies for cash. And apparently what he discovers is the vocation will teach him what it really means to be human. So it just sounded kind of interesting. A really creepy, decaying eye there and there. But yeah, heard a lot of good things about that. There's a sequel called Dust and Decay, and if I like this one, I'll pick that one up as well. Then I came across this one I haven't seen on anybody's reviews. It's by Cameron Stracher, The Water Wars. Okay. And I'll read a little bit about the back here. It says, hundreds of millions of people have already died, and millions more will soon fall. The rivers have dried up, the polar caps have melted, and drinkable water is now in the hands of the powerful few. There are fines for wasting it, and prison sentences for exceeding the quotas. But Kai didn't seem to care about any of this. He stood in the open road drinking water from a plastic cup, then spilled the remaining drops into the dirt. He didn't go to school, and he traveled with armed guards. Kai claimed he knew a secret, something the government was keeping from us. And then he was gone, vanished in the middle of the night. Was he kidnapped? Did he flee? Is he still even alive? There are no clues, only questions, and no one can guess the lengths to which they will go to keep him silent. We have to find him and the truth before it's too late for us all. So again, sounds like a dystopian book, water shortages, government's holding some kind of secret, and sounds kind of neat. Again, really pretty quick read, looks like. And on the same water theme, because it seemed to be on themes when I went shopping this week, is Xisle by Steve, I'll try to pronounce this, Steve Augarde, Xisle. And of course the cover is really cool. As you can see, it is referred to as a drowned world. I'm hoping it won't be like Waterworld with Kevin Costner, because that was a pretty awful movie. But hopefully this will be a good book here. In the back it says, in the fight for survival, anything goes. The floods have come. Some are lucky to be alive, though they might not count themselves lucky. In the aftermath of global devastation, those left barely survive, living in fear and near starvation. They have lost everything, including their future, but there is one way out, a boat to exile. And Baz is about to take it. It says it's a hard-hitting novel set in a world where there are no boundaries. Normality is just a word. Published by Random House. It looked, like I said, pretty cool cover again. It's glossy, really great graphics on the back of that, and that just sort of drew me in. So on the water theme, I'll give that one a try. I also got Bethany Griffin's ARC copy of Masque of the Red Death. I'm a big Edgar Allan Poe fan, so this looks like it's pretty cool. It says it's set in a decaying city surrounded by swamps, a place somewhat like a cross between present-day New Orleans and turn-of-the-century Paris. This is an eerie and strangely beautiful novel. Welcome to a world where the corpse collectors are the first ones on the streets in the morning, a place where bats and crocodiles are poised to attack, where the wealthy ride steam carriages and design zeppelins, where the terrifying tunnels under the city may or may not offer a way to escape, and where the fashionable dust their masks with glitter but bare their arms and legs in order to prove they don't carry the contagion. So anything Edgar Allan Poe-ish and like cover is kind of cool too. It almost sounds slightly steampunk with the steam carriages and designer zeppelins. So I don't know. We'll see. But it says it's coming out May 1st. Yeah. So I'll have to get going on that one. I also picked up this one again. I haven't seen this on anybody's reviews or book hauls. It's by Monica Hughes. It's called The Game. This is a super short book. It's like, let's see. Do you have page numbers? Okay. 183 pages, so super quick read. And I'll read a little bit of the back here. It says, the game is just the beginning. It's the year, very hard to read that, 2154. Lisa and her friends have been deemed unemployable in the eyes of society. Now they must scavenge the disintegrating city for food and shelter just to make the ends meet. But their dismal existence starts to look up when Lisa and her friends are invited to participate in The Game, an experience highly regarded in their society. The game is a virtual reality experience where they are challenged to survive. But as they spend more time in the game, the line between reality and fantasy starts to blur. What started as a simple exercise quickly becomes a test of endurance, trust, and their will to survive. So that looked pretty cool. Another dystopian one, and I like the whole virtual reality game kind of thing thrown in there. I picked up book 2 of Amanda Hocking's Trill novel. It's called Torn, and the first one was Switched. About a girl whose mother tries to kill her when she's younger, claiming that she's some sort of monster. And I believe the girl, Wendy Evelyn, starts to discover a little bit about the truth of herself, that maybe there is something to her, and that she does have some sort of powers. I haven't read book 1 yet. I'm going to kind of wait till all 3 of them come out. Ascend is book 3. It's just coming soon. They've been published before as ebooks, but I didn't jump on that bandwagon at the time. And now that they're coming out in the book format, I'm going to pick up all 3. When I get all 3, I'll probably start reading that series. Got another dystopic book, because, it's my favorite. Veronica Rossi's Under the Never Sky. Again, this has been on a lot of reviews. I know a lot of people have been reading it. It's gotten good reviews. It says here, exiled from her home, the enclosed city of Reverie, Arya knows her chance of survival in the outer wastelands known as the Death Shop are slim. If the cannibals don't get her, the violent energy storms will. And she's been taught that the very air she breathes can kill her. Then Arya meets an outsider named Carrie. He's wild, a savage, and her only hope of staying alive. So I like that whole dome thing, and, slightly sci-fi, dystopic. It sounds really good, and it's, like I said, it's been getting such good reviews, so I had to pick that one up. And another one I've heard on a lot of people's book hauls and reviews by Jodi Meadows, Incarnate. A really beautiful cover on that one. Okay, and I'll read just a little synopsis about it. Arya is new. For thousands of years in range, 1 million souls have been reincarnated over and over, keeping their memories and experiences from previous lifetimes. But when Arya is born, another soul vanished, and no one knows why. Even Arya's own mother thinks she's a no-soul, an omen of worse things to come, and has kept her away from society. But to escape her seclusion and learn whether she'll be reincarnated, Arya travels to the city of Heart, but its citizens are afraid of her presence means, whatever presence means. And dragons and sylph attacks on the city are blamed on Arya. I'm sorry, on Anna. Did I say Anna? Arya wasn't the other one, and Anna. Sam believes Anna's new soul is good and worthwhile. When he stands up for her, their relationship blooms, but can he love someone who may live only once? And will Anna's enemies, human and creature alike, let them be together? So it sounds kind of romantic. Curious as to why she's different from the rest of the people in her society. It's gotten some good reviews, and I'll give it a try. Hopefully I'll get it to my TBR, list is growing by leaps and bounds. It'll take me forever to get through all these. And the last book, like I said, this one's not a YA book. It's just adding to my collection of my Kim Harrison books. I was able to find a hardcover in the bargain bin at Barnes & Noble. It's like, I think, $5 or $6.98. And that's White Witch, Black Curse. Like I said, they just have the coolest covers. And I've read them all. I forgot this is like book 7 or something. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, book 7. And if you get a chance, really pick this one up. Start out with Dead Witch Walking. Highly recommend it. You won't be disappointed. And that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoy it. Hope you get some good ideas for some books. If you've read any of these, let me know. Put them in the comments down below. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.